Very good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my short video lesson today. Uh, and also nice to see you again. In this video lesson through my YouTube channel, I would like to uh, invite all of you to see the new unit in Unit 3 that you can see on your computer screen or your smartphone screen right now. It focuses on adjusting to family changes. It is continued from the previous unit. Okay, right now let's get started. So the first one here, moving. Moving, it means all families members always worried about this relocating to another community. The families member always worried about these places. To adjust to the move can be made easier, and here are some ideas that have. Learn as much as possible about the new community and school. And the second one, visit a new community before the move is made. Talks with staff and students. If you are a student, you can talk with your friends at school to find out new people who are dealing with similar experiences or feelings. Yeah, and talk with new people to find similar interests. If you have some problems that you cannot deal with, you cannot cope with the problems, you can talk with new people, someone that you can trust, yes, trust with you, and to find similar interests. Join a church or community youth group or volunteer your times where you'll meet new people. Yes, actually, in these days, I mean, a lot of people already go to the church or the community with a lot of people and young adults or youth groups. If they have some problems that cannot solve the problem, they can share the ideas and talk with each other to solve the problem that they cannot. It is very difficult or hard to solve the problems and approach the move with a positive attitude, give the new community and people a change. Yeah, a change. And job change. Also, this point is significant for the families. Stay one job. Yeah, if it talks about in the past, they stay one job. People always stay in one job for their entire life in the job life. But now, as they may change jobs several times in this modern situation, in the modern country these days, the people always change their jobs a lot because they want to find some new, some new to change in their job life, and a family requires to alter its routines. Family members, if it talks about the family members, that means the members in the families they have more responsibilities and for their jobs or works in the families. They can say that more responsibility and working from homes. I mean the member in families or mother that they do not only take care of their children but also must adjust to less living space be quiet during work hours. Yeah, actually, in these days, that you, as you know, your mother or your father already do like this, and also it's especially right now in our country, but not only in our country, but also around the world, because of the coronavirus. The people or the families member, especially your mother and fathers, always, yeah, we can say they work from homes. Yeah, and a change of jobs. Sorry, a change of job, a change in incomes that require adjustment and decisions about spending. Yeah, a change in incomes that requires adjustment and decisions about spending. And the next one, job lost. Yes, job lost. Loss of jobs is especially difficult and uh, people who have lost a job often experience feelings or rejections or depressions. Yeah, may cause depressions or feel have let family down. I mean, the family's member who lost jobs, he or she uh, may cause depressions, and they always have a feel that they have let the family down. It also affects on the family finance. Yeah, and the next one, divorce. Yeah, divorce. Children must move with one parent to a new and family home. I mean, their children may be separated from brothers or sisters also. They do not only separate from their parent, but also their brother or sister and children. Sorry, no children, your friends. Yeah, and the next one about reaction to divorce. It affects your children quit their study, has mental emotions, but in some cases, children or your, your children and teen feel relief. Yeah. Why do I say that they feel relief? Because when their parents they live together, so they always heard uh, the bad offensive to each others. Yeah, they curse each other, they fight each other every day. Yeah, if it tells about the breadwinners or the fathers always went out and uh, yeah, drank wine, and after they drunk, they always fight each other at home in front of the children face. That's why I say the children or teen feel relief when their parents separate or divorce like this. Okay, and the next one, coping with divorce. Uh, Divorced parents must help each other to support the children responsible for their children. They are still support them. In order to make your children yeah, uh, feel cautious, uh, even though you are divorced parent, but you have to help each other to support their children or your children responsible for your children. You need to still support them. Yeah, parents should not force their children to choose loyalty to one parent. Being as parent, you or your wife or your your husband do not force your children to choose loyalty to you, to one part, to one side, but you have to support them. Yeah, then make their feels not cozy from you are a parent. So move on to the next one here of remarriage and blending. What is it? Remarriage and blending. It makes your children or teens in a family feel jealous or resentful to their step-parents. To make them feel that have no cozy from parents as before. Good communication is essential during this period of adjustment for their children. Okay, the remarriage of parents require further adjustment. For one thing, and hopes that the children may have had that their divorced parent would get back together must be abandoned. There, this is the bad effect to the children. When families merge and start to share a home and resources, conflicts can occur. Yeah, and the next one. Here are some additional tips to adjust for the families. The first one, accept the new arrangement and find ways to make it work. And second one, remember that relationships in a blended families will differ. You have to remember that you have to adjust to this situation. And the third one, work out new ways of managing space and time. Get to know new family members. Yeah, and remember that it has no family is happy all the time. If your family member moves place to another place, or you divorce each other, you have to remember that it has no family is happy all the time. Even though they yeah, do not divorce, but the families always have some bad, or the situation is not good all the times. Remember this. Okay, now move on. This slide will show you here illnesses and accidents. Yeah, a serious illness or accidents can greatly disrupt family's life. Yeah, families members feel helpless and frustrated, strain family's finance. Actually, when your family's member someone who have some problems to health, so it means disrupt your family's lives. Like family's member feel helpless and frustrated when he or she cannot help each other, helps the family's member uh, to feel good, or has no money because of they have the illness or accident to the family's member, and strain family finance. It also affects to the finance in the families. Although it is stressful to have the family's member in the hospital, it is important to show love and support. Remember this, even though all of these situations, all of these points happen in your families, happen to your the ones in your family, but you must show love and support because we are family. Being we are children as well, we should take care and have worries about our parents and our families members. Okay, that's one more. That is traumatic. Yeah, traumatic. It causes severe emotional shock. Here are some additional suggestions for coping with that. The first one, take responsibility for things you can do and participate in events such as funerals or memorial service. Spend time with young members of the family when the death is due to illness. Learn about the disease. Yeah, take responsible, take responsibility for things you can do. It means that you have to respond to yeah, your work, what you have to do every day. You have to be responsible for that, and to think that the job that you can do, and participate event such as funerals or memorial services. Spend time with young members of the family, like you are parents, yeah, a father or mother. You have to spend your times enough with your family's member, especially your children or young adults in your family. When is that is due to illness, you have to learn more about the disease. It means you should take your family's member to the hospital, and we can say that this knowledge is also significant for the family's member to make sure it is significant for them, because knowledge, when we have knowledge in your body, it means can help you or to reduce fears. Yeah, you have to discuss with the doctor or the nurse to know about the situations of this disease or illnesses. Okay, and accepting change. Some strategy for coping with change in families include: the first one, cooperate. It means work together with other members of the family. Number two, communicate, share your feelings with other members in family. Three, follow routines as much as possible, try to maintain stability in the face of change. If possible, continue to do some of things you like to do. And number four, don't be afraid to ask for help uh, in dealing with difficult times. Many counselings and support groups are good to cope with to manage changes in life. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me through our Telegram groups. You can drop your questions or ask me through my telephone number. Okay, thank you. Good luck.